Hi guys, welcome into the doctor. I have a question. My name is Dr. Magda Matanes and I come to you from Israel. So tell me, where are you tuning in from? And today's topic is about, doctor, I have received so many questions about what is coronavirus, and they are freaking out, and they are feeling anxious about this virus that is running around. So hi, tell me who's tuning in from, and tell me from which country you are listening to. So I am aware that there's plenty of information out there about the coronavirus, and probably you are feeling overwhelmed because of all the information that is out there. But take notice that I will start from this: one for all and all for one. What does that mean? That I will start from describing the coronavirus. There are several aspects that I will address, 3 or more, but I will start first with the characteristics. But the internal genomic structure. So the coronavirus is an RNA virus. Let's start by that. Each winter, the health ministry and the government encourages you to actually vaccinate yourself for influenza and for influenza viruses, that is A and B. So let's start by the vaccination. So it's important that you vaccinate yourself each winter in the beginning. Why? Because the vaccines, like a specific characteristics of any virus, it has a high mutation rate. So any vaccine that will be produced for every winter season has a specific genomic structure or antigenic structure that is specific for all the strains that are found in that season. And the vaccines usually are made, they are collected from the previous seasons for the antigens that are found in there. Are found in the season and put in a vaccine. So usually there you have triplets and quadruplets. What does that mean? So the triplets, it has a H1N1, like two influenza antigens and one influenza B antigen. And the quadruplets is 2 influenza B antigen and 2 influenza A antigen. So what does that mean? And because it's a coronavirus is an RNA virus and influenza virus is an RNA virus, I think that if you got vaccinated, your body is more immune, is ready to actually combat this virus in an easier way. So vaccinate yourselves each winter. That's my recommendation, number 1. The second aspect is how the virus is transmitted. The virus is transmitted through respiratory droplets, so aerosol, or with direct contact with a person that is infected. So what does that mean to you? So let's start by this. As a medic, I have treated so many patients. Like I have treated hepatitis B, hepatitis C, CRE, MRSA, pneumonia, flu vaccines. I have treated so many patients with several viruses and bacterial infections. But of course, I also got the protection, so the protective clothing. What does that mean? And even sometimes I contacted people. Hi Magda, you look great and I'm listening as promised. Thank you, you are welcome. Guys, comment your thoughts about what do you think about coronavirus or how the symptoms is treated, and share it. My intention of this video is to actually bring you to peace of mind about the coronavirus and how you can cope with the conditions that are surrounding you. So like and share and comment your thoughts. And write down if this is helpful for you. Okay, so I was telling you that I treated so many patients with several kinds of viruses and bacteria, patients with several viruses and bacterial infections, and I had protective clothing. But there are some instances that I didn't have protective clothing, that I went to a patient with pneumonia and I didn't have protective clothing or a mask. And I have treated patients that are with flu, but I didn't put any mask and I did treat them. Does that mean that I will get the disease even though that I have treated them? No, the answer is no. So it's not that when you treat or in direct contact with a patient that is infected, you are gonna get the disease. But there is a risk for it. There is a risk that if you come in contact with 2 meters or in contact with a person that is sick, you are going to, but does it mean that you are gonna get sick? No. So, and I will give another, there is a proverb that says experience is the best teacher. Experience is the mother of wisdom. So another example, like when you were kids like in first grade, second grade, third grade, back then there wasn't indication so much to have the flu vaccine, let alone not for children. So there wasn't any flu vaccines back then. So if a child was with a flu and he went to the class, is the whole class gonna get the flu? The answer is no. Maybe 1 or 2, but not the whole class will get the flu. And also not the whole school will gonna get the flu. So, but what is the best recommendation for people or children that have the flu is to stay at home. Why? Because when you are at home, you are actually helping your body heal faster and you are reducing the risk for contaminating any other person. So it's not about it's not about just transmitting the disease. It's actually having better health for yourself and for the other person. So the third indication is that if you were in contact with any other infected people and you are in isolation, or there's an indication for an isolation, let's take it like this: 1 for all and all for one. So we are all one. And if we actually take measure of protecting ourselves and being in an isolation, or like at a home without being in it, you probably are not indicated to be in isolation, but you want to be at home. It's not that you are also contributing to the humanity of well-being, but you are also just take it for yourself. Like, okay, I'm just at home and I'm just enjoying the time with my family and it's kind of intimate feeling. Take it as something that you are contributing to your family and to the ones around you. Because there are some people who are immunocompromised or have immunocompromised and they are like have background diseases. And if you are not a carrier or you are a carrier and you actually transmit this virus to them, this virus might be mild for you, but for them it can cause complications. So 1 for all and all for one. That we actually help each other out so we can actually not transmit that much. But from the numbers that I received, there is only like 118,000 cases that with infected people and only 4,200 people that are death related. But there comes a question like this. Is those deaths caused by the virus itself or from the complicated diseases? So first, there is the indication that recovery is in a high standard. So a recovery from coronavirus is really good. But people who are like elderly people or immunocompromised, the virus can be difficult to actually recover from. So that's when I tell you all for one and one for all. So we can actually help them get better and not transmit them those and keep the environment as safe as possible. And you know, home is the safest environment. And you know already the people that you are and where they travel, where they go. So it's a mutual understanding between the home family owners. So yeah, and another fourth aspect that I would like to talk about is hand hygiene. Guys, when I studied in Hungary, there was a university called Semmelweis University. It's landed in Budapest, and there was one doctor called Semmelweis, and when he discovered that hand washing is an important aspect of reducing the death in the delivery room, nobody believed him. But after a while, they noticed that hand washing can reduce death in a surgical environment. So from then, the hand washing technique is now used in all surgical procedures, before, after. But guys, don't use it I'm not telling you to be OCD about hand washing, because hand washing is a personal hygiene. So before eating, after eating, before going to the bathroom, after going to the bathroom, when you go into the home, wash your hands. Like I learned from my father that every time he goes in the house, he washes his hands, because he was in the clinic and he comes home, first thing he washes his hand. It's a good hand hygiene habit. I'm implementing it in my life as well. And you should also, whenever you are outside of your home, come home and wash your hands. And that's it. It's personal hygiene, not more than that. And I listened to one patient that said, like, I wash my hands for my mother. That's correct. Like, when you wash your hands, you're actually reducing the risk of infecting your grandmother from contacting any disease. So it's important. Hand hygiene is important. It's for everyday life, not just for corona. It's for everyday life. Just take notice that you always wash your hands before, as I mentioned earlier. So these are the tips for you. One more thing. Guys, laugh. What do I mean? The best thing that happened from all this case of corona is all of the fun videos about it, with the songs and writings, and so laugh about it. If you feel that you are too stressed and you're thinking about it too much because of overwhelming of information, just take and laugh. Watch comedy movies or laugh about corona. There's a lot of videos about it. So just laugh. Take the video and laugh and laugh and laugh. So from him, I say I love you and thank you for watching. Let me see who's tuning in. Hi Marlene, hi Ehab, hi Rami, hi Eldagir, hi Sabrina, Aleh. Thank you so much, guys. Like you, pop. Where is it? I'm back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely evening, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next live next week. Bye bye.